You see her name pop up on your screen, and everything in your body reacts. Your focus breaks, your chest tightens, your mind starts racing. You try to act calm, but it's already too late. Because before you even reply, you've revealed everything. And this is where most men lose. Not during no contact, after it. You lasted 30 days. No texts, no calls, no reaching out. You told yourself you were different, disciplined, in control. But the moment she sends, "Hey," you collapse. And you don't even realize it. You reply too fast. Or worse, you stare at the message, calculating, trying to play it cool, while your entire nervous system is exposed. But here's the truth. You didn't stay in control. You were waiting. And she feels that immediately. You didn't break no contact. You exposed that you never moved on. That's the problem. And you know it. Most men think no contact is about making her miss you. It's not. That's what insecure men tell themselves to feel strategic. No contact was never about her. It was about you. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. When you wanted to text her, it wasn't love. It was anxiety. The discomfort of not knowing. The fear she might move on. The quiet hit you feel when you check her profile just to see and pretend it doesn't affect you. You didn't miss her. You missed control. And if you don't understand that, you will lose her again the moment she comes back. Because during no contact, something did happen, but not what you think. At first, she felt relief. Silence. Space. No pressure. She expected you to break. She expected another message, another emotional reaction. But then, you didn't. Days passed, then weeks, and something shifted. Certainty turned into uncertainty, and uncertainty creates tension. She started wondering if you were improving, if you were different, if someone else was now getting your attention. That's where attraction begins to rebuild, not from chasing, but from absence. But here's where most men destroy everything: the moment she reappears. Because that message, "Hey, how have you been?" a random reaction, isn't interest, it's a test. She's not coming back for connection, she's coming back for confirmation. Confirmation of one thing: are you still the same man she left? And this is where most men fail, instantly. They reply with relief, with energy, with excitement. They over-explain, over-engage, try to reconnect too fast. And in doing that, they send one message, loud and clear: "I was waiting for you." And attraction dies again, faster this time. Here's the pattern interrupt. You don't lose her by replying. You lose her by revealing dependency. If your response carries relief, you've already lost frame. A grounded response is simple, calm, controlled. "Hey, I've been good. What's up?" No spike, no performance, no emotional flood. Because the strongest signal you can send is this: my life didn't pause when you left. And this is the part that hits most men, because for them, it did. Now let's talk about what exposes you even more: when she doesn't text. This is where you find out who you really are. You open her profile just once. You notice new followers, analyze stories, scroll old pictures. You tell yourself you're detached, but you're not. You're tracking her. That's not strength, that's quiet obsession. And here's the truth most men avoid. If you used no contact to monitor her, you didn't grow. You paused. And paused men always fail the test. Because attraction isn't built on silence, it's built on transformation. And this is where it gets worse. When she pulls back, you lean forward. When she texts, you overinvest. When she goes silent, you panic. You react instead of lead. So here's the second pattern interrupt. You don't miss her. You miss being chosen. That's why you break. That's why you overgive. That's why you lose control. Now ask yourself this. During no contact, did you actually change, or did you just perform change? Did you build something real, or just post like you did? Did you improve, or just look like you improved? Because she can feel the difference, even through text. If your foundation didn't change, your behavior won't either. And this is where men destroy themselves again. She suggests meeting, and your instinct is immediate yes. Because you're afraid. Afraid the opportunity will disappear. Afraid she'll change her mind. And that fear exposes everything. Instead, you say, "Let me check my schedule." And you mean it. But most men can't say that honestly because they built nothing. So they fake it. And she feels that too. Because high-value behavior isn't strategy. It's a reflection. Now watch this carefully, because this is where most men get used. Is she investing? Is she initiating? Is she making effort? Or is she doing the bare minimum while you do everything? Because if she gives 10 and you give 100, you already lost. And this is where most men trap themselves. They're afraid of losing her twice, so they comply, they agree, they overextend. And compliance kills attraction faster than rejection ever will. Now picture this. 5 years from now, same patterns, same reactions, different woman, same outcome. Still checking your phone, still overthinking responses, still adjusting yourself to avoid loss. Or another version of you, calm, grounded, unbothered by silence, responding when you want, not when you feel. Which one gets respect? Here's the truth most men can't handle. Sometimes she comes back, not because she changed, but because she was bored, because the other option failed, because she wanted to check if she still had access. And if you let her back without standards, you confirm she does. No contact without boundaries is performance. And performance doesn't create attraction. Presence does. This was never about making her chase you. It was about becoming the man who doesn't need to chase. Because women don't respond to effort. They respond to emotional stability, direction, discipline, and a man who is not easily moved. If you build that, she feels it. If you don't, she tests it. Most men watching this will still fail. They'll reply too fast, still overinvest, still choose relief over control. That's why average is crowded. Now go back to that moment. Her name on your screen. Your heart reacting. Your mind racing. That moment is coming again. Your hand will move, like it always does. Will you stop it, or prove you're still the same man she left? If you're done being controlled by impulse, subscribe to the Stoic Code. Not for motivation, for discipline. Now prove it. Comment. Control over relief. Not as words, as a decision. And if you know someone about to break no contact, send them this. They won't like it, but they need to hear it.